You know, I think part of why Kamala is getting so much support is that if Trump wins, that Epstein client list is going to become public.
Yes.
And some of those billionaires behind Kamala are terrified of that outcome. Between Diddy and Epstein, there's probably several thousand hours of footage here.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that the people on those videos are lecturing the rest of us about our moral failings, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
After Trump's recent election victory, Elon Musk, who's been one of Trump's outspoken supporters, dropped a bombshell by revealing that several celebs who oppose Trump are tightly connected to Diddy. And get this, Trump has even hinted at making Epstein's client list public now that he's in office. This has the potential to expose some shocking ties between the alleged activities at Diddy's infamous parties in the Epstein scandal. So who are these white celebs on Musk's radar, and why is he sure they will rot in jail with Diddy? Starting with Mark Wahlberg, who didn't just brush shoulders with Diddy socially, he also made business moves alongside him. Wahlberg and Diddy teamed up on an alkaline water venture called Aqua Hydrate, an ultra-hype brand that promised health benefits and quickly gained a strong celebrity following. Wahlberg's role wasn't just about investment. He and Diddy pushed Aqua Hydrate hard, attending events together and promoting the brand with other high-profile names. And now that Diddy is locked up, people are wondering if Wahlberg knew about his secrets, considering he had the entire business with him.
Some of these are Ciroc, some of these are water, and you're just gonna, depending on if Mark gets the question right, every time he gets it wrong, you have to take a shot. Okay. All right? All right, Mark, on the periodic table.
Kentucky.
What is the...
Drink.
Now, you know. What's the symbol for water?
Now, Wahlberg's past in the music industry is no secret, but he's made it clear he stepped away from it all because he didn't vibe with what was happening behind the scenes. According to insiders, Wahlberg saw things in those circles that were more than he could handle, particularly around Diddy. Back in the day, Wahlberg had a successful rap career with hits like Good Vibrations, but things took a turn when he started witnessing unsettling behaviors, especially during the height of the East Coast, West Coast rap wars.
But everybody sees you and everybody has their own impressions of you, you know what I'm saying? And I just, do what I can to be myself, I'm not trying to put on the front. People see what they want and they accept what they want.
Wahlberg later relocated to Germany, partly to escape the chaos surrounding Diddy and other heavy hitters in the industry. He even mentioned the pressure to adopt a more gangster image that didn't sit right with him, leading him to refocus his career on acting rather than hip-hop. Now, with Elon's list pointing to Wahlberg's involvement, people are starting to wonder if Wahlberg's step away from the music scene was also a step away from Diddy's world.
I think, I've done a lot of things to get a lot of different people's attention. Doing a Calvin Klein commercial would get somebody's attention who normally wouldn't be listening to a rap record or a Marky Mark record. But I always keep it as the basis of the music.
Then we've got Russell Brand, who's had a complicated relationship with Diddy from the start. Russell described an enforced holiday to Vegas with Diddy that felt less like a vacation and more like being pulled into something he couldn't escape. Brand has recounted the trip as intense, almost like he was trapped under Diddy's influence. And it didn't stop at one trip. Brand even mentioned having to take care of Diddy's fish at his mansion while Diddy was away. This is far beyond any typical friendship or casual Hollywood connection.
Say Diddy went, could you pick me up from the airport? I've got back from holiday, or I'm going away. Would you feed my fish? And really he didn't want to feed his fish. Oh, how much fish food you put in? He'd still do it because you think, oh, don't upset him. He's an influential person. But if you, imagine you get very friendly with him, he might ask you for loads of favors, and then he can't say no to it.
He also admitted that he felt immense pressure from Diddy to play by the rules in a way that made him uncomfortable. He's spoken about being treated more like a puppet than a friend, and hinted that the favors Diddy expected weren't your usual Hollywood exchanges. And remember that Bran played a role in Get Him to the Greek that seemed all too real. In the movie, Diddy's character mentally manipulates Bran's character, a scene that, looking back, feels eerily close to Bran's actual experience with Diddy.
But what you've got to do is express what it would be like to have sex with all of these different people. It made me feel good.
I gotta be a rock star, man.
There's certain benefits to it.
But here's the kicker. Bran later opened up about feeling like he was being groomed for Diddy's inner circle, where saying no wasn't an option. Now, with Bran's name coming up in this list, fans are revisiting his past comments, wondering if his time with Diddy was a lot more sinister than he let on.
Then you put the drugs up your ass. What's the problem?
Please don't make me do that.
This is the opportunity that you've been waiting for. You are now in the power position.
But the name that really shocked me was Jeff Bezos. Bezos and Diddy's have collaborated professionally too. In fact, Diddy's Revolt TV found its footing because of Bezos and Amazon Studios. While Bezos' involvement with Revolt TV seemed like just another business move, the timing is raising eyebrows. Musk's list suggests Bezos' ties to Diddy might run deeper than just business. Given the ongoing allegations around Diddy's private gatherings and events, fans are questioning if Bezos' affiliation with Revolt TV gave him insight into the more controversial sides of Diddy's life. And let's be real, Bezos isn't the kind to dive into partnerships without a full understanding of what's going on behind the scenes. Now, people are wondering if Bezos knew more about Diddy's personal activities and chose to stay silent.
We'll introduce you to the zone when you subscribe to Revolt TV. Teach you all about it. Teach you how to, inspire you, motivate you. Hold on, it's my city. Hold up.
Well, I think if Trump wins, we can do some house cleaning and shed light on.
And the person that is so scared that he even left the country is Ashton Kutcher. Ashton and Diddy go way back to their MTV days. Remember when Diddy called Ashton saying, "Don't punk me, man"? That's where their bromance started. They even ran a marathon together, showing up to all kinds of events, looking tight. But things got real shady once folks remembered Ashton was the most regular celeb at Diddy's 2009 white party. Ashton's been hella quiet since Diddy got arrested. People dug up an old Hot Ones interview from 2019 where Ashton got real nervous when they asked about Diddy's parties. His whole vibe was like, "I got some secrets, but I ain't saying a word."
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either.
This entire Diddy saga has taken a toll on Ashton, and he believes that Diddy is going to snitch on him to save himself. Ashton is so scared that he is planning to move to Europe along with his wife Mila Kunis.
Diddy's old party buddy Ashton Kutcher may be moving to Europe to get away from Diddy, who he thinks may turn him in, among other people, to get himself out of jail. A source has told In Touch magazine that Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, his wife, are doubling down on plans to move away from Hollywood and build a new life in Europe instead.
And this is not the first time Ashton has been associated with a man like Diddy. In 2023, Ashton's best friend Danny Masterson was sentenced to 30 years in prison for the R-wording 2 women and several other women accusing him of SA. And instead of condoning his actions, Ashton wrote character letters to the judge pleading that Danny be released. But the backlash got so bad that he had to issue a public apology.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
A couple months ago, Danny's family reached out to us and they asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years so that the judge could take that into full consideration relative to the sentencing.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling.
They were intended for the judge to read and not to undermine the testimony of the or re-traumatize them in any way. We would never want to do that. And we're sorry if that has taken place.
Our heart goes out to every single person who's ever been a victim of sexual assault, sexual abuse, or rape.
Another businessman who is allegedly on the list is Ron Burkle, a heavyweight investor who's been deeply tied to Diddy's empire for years. Burkle didn't just help fund Sean John, Diddy's fashion line. He invested over $100 million, giving Diddy the financial backing he needed to take his brand to new heights. But Burkle's name has come up in a lot of shady contexts recently, especially with whispers of his connection to Jeffrey Epstein's network. That's right, Burkle's history with Epstein makes his friendship with Diddy even more suspicious.
And we're very, very proud today to open one of many shops to come and to keep growing and evolving our partnership with Macy's, the greatest retailer in the world. Thank you very much.
While Burkle has kept a relatively low profile, his financial influence on Diddy's career is significant. This partnership allowed Diddy to break into high-stakes finance and tech, giving him the resources to move into elite circles. Burkle's involvement in high-profile events alongside Diddy and his financial backing make him one of the most controversial names on Musk's list.
It's just very strange for a lot of people that the list of clients that went to the island has not been made public.
Yeah. It's very interesting, isn't it? Probably will be, by the way. Probably.
So if you're able to, you'll be.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio is another name that's coming up, and fans are starting to remember his frequent appearances at Diddy's white parties. One of these events, the 1998 fight party in East Hampton, is still talked about today for its wild and controversial moments.
Public information yet, but who's the person that's #1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I can get on that list,
Yes,
right?
without a doubt, you are invited.
That is so generous of you.
When the news of Diddy's legal issues broke, DiCaprio conveniently took a vacation to Italy. Paparazzi caught him enjoying time with his new girlfriend, but fans weren't fooled. You see, just like Diddy, Leo has also been accused of being on the DL and messing around with men. Allegedly, he only dates upcoming models who would benefit greatly from being seen out in public, which also helps divert attention from any speculation about his sexuality. It is believed that the reason Leonardo has not come out publicly is that his management is preventing him from doing so because they believe that it is going to hurt his image as a Hollywood playboy and heartbreaker. Last but not least, we have Fat Joe. He's been one of Diddy's closest allies in hip-hop for over 30 years, and he didn't hesitate to defend Diddy when the allegations started coming out. Joe publicly expressed his support, calling the situation a nightmare and saying he hoped it would just go away. But his unwavering loyalty has people raising their eyebrows, especially now that he's tied to the same circles Musk is calling out.
I don't know all the details, but I've been praying for him and his family, and he's my friend for 30 years. And so I'm never, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just see what the outcome is, and I'm praying that the best.
Fat Joe and Diddy have a history that goes back to the 90s, and they've been through the highs and lows of the industry together. Joe's close association with Diddy means he's seen a lot over the years, and the people are talking and bringing in their opinions on this. One user didn't hold back, saying, "Musk is putting himself in the line of fire here. What a guy." Another highlighted the like-mindedness between Trump and Musk, commenting, "Trump and Elon are aligned very much in their ways of thinking, straight and to the point." And then there's the rallying cry that sums up the vibe perfectly. Time for a gigantic house cleaning. Let there be light, and may it shine so bright and clear that nothing is hidden. Clearly, people are here for Musk, shaking up Hollywood and shining the light on what's been hidden for too long. What do you think about this list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more raw, unfiltered stories straight from the hood. And while you're here, check out our next video for more insights on the toxic side of Hollywood's celeb world. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.